If you're looking to come out to Bali and train, I'm going to give you some preparation tips to help you prepare for a fitness vacation of a lifetime. Just a couple of tips based on my experience. Been coming out to Bali for years, training mainly in the niche of combat sports and Muay Thai, kickboxing, that kind of stuff. So I'll give you some tips around that specifically. And yeah, if you're returning back to the channel, you're very much familiar with all the stuff that I filmed out in Fitness Street, Phuket, Thailand. Spent a lot of time out there training and shooting videos out there. So if you guys are watching from Fitness Street, then yeah, I hope you're having an amazing time. And if you need to do a visa run or a border run, a quick hop over to Bali, you might want to check out some of these gyms that I'm about to mention. It's my first day actually back in Bali on a 2-week trip, and part of that is training, part is relaxation. And I got in this morning at about 2 a.m. and I went to sleep for about 5 hours or 6 hours. I woke up to go and do the first training session, Muay Thai at Soma Fight Club, and within 10 minutes I injured myself. I pinched a nerve in my neck, so I could barely twist my head or anything like that. So yeah, I had to tap out of the class, and yeah, I went and had a massage just to try and get it out, try and massage it out. But yeah, it's a pinched nerve, so I'm gonna have to decompress that part. Very frustrating, but yeah, look, these tips are based on, my prior adventures coming out to Bali and training. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is kind of more focused on, as I said, combat sports, that kind of training, not really like just general lifting in the gym. So Soma Fight Club is the place that I dropped into last time I was in Bali. I highly recommend you guys go and check out Soma. It's in Canggu. It's right around the corner from Bali MMA. Last time I was in Bali, I spent a bit of time at Bali MMA. We shot a bunch of videos. I'll link those videos down below in the description. Bali MMA is a really good gym and a really good community of people there. So highly recommend you check out Bali MMA as well. But check out the videos I've linked up down below that I've shot there. Soma Fight Club, it was literally a drop-in session, as I said in the previous video. If you saw that one, if not, basically did a drop-in session at Soma Fight Club for 300,000 Indonesian rupiah, which is essentially 30 Australian dollars. And it's a daily pass, you get to try all the classes. And yeah, unfortunately, in the first 10 minutes of the first class, I hurt myself. So I just had to tap out and watch everybody else train. First thing is first, and now this is obviously assuming almost all of you have never traveled overseas before. I was actually bumped into a guy this morning at the airport who came from the videos, from watching the Bali MMA videos. I was outside Bali airport. It was about 1:30 in the morning, I think. Alex, it was super early this morning. He said he's out here training for a month at Bali MMA. I think he's from the US and it's his first time out here. So if you're watching this, man, all the best. You're gonna have the time of your life. You'll definitely slot yourself into a really cool community at Bali MMA. Yeah, it was good to meet you. Let's move on. So yeah, bring your own supplements. So if I'm gonna turn my head, I have to turn my whole body because I can't twist my neck. I always bring my own supplements when I'm training in these places like Bali or Phuket. That's my whey protein. At the moment, I'm taking Oxy Whey. I go through different brands at different times, but I brought this in to Indonesia. It was already opened, so there's no concerns. I've never had any issues or concerns bringing in supplements from Australia that are already opened. No issues at all. And then, yeah, this is my suitcase and then a couple of supplements in here. So you might want to take some similar supplements to me, but for years and years, I've been taking creatine monohydrate, this one here. You go through different brands, but yeah, creatine monohydrate. I have 1 teaspoon of this every day. That helps with my training and my recovery. I have my greens, which is kind of something that I blend up. And then I have my collagen here, which is something that I put into my shakes as well. And then, what's this one? I've got some more greens, and then I've got, yeah, this is Voltaren Emugel, so I've got that on at the moment for my neck. So yeah, I do suggest some kind of Voltaren, like these are tablets, so I'm taking Voltaren tablets. So they're the supplements that I usually take with me whenever I'm traveling to Fitness Street in Phuket, Thailand, or Bali, or somewhere else. I usually take my supplements with me. Next one on my list is download the Grab or the Gojek app. So yeah, the easiest way of getting around Bali is using either one of those two apps. If you're ordering food, you can have it delivered directly to your hotel or your villa, or if you want to get a taxi or a driver or a motorbike driver, then you can just use the Grab app, which is what I do. It's on my phone, so I'm actually filming on my phone for a change, using my Samsung S23 with the built-in microphone. So yeah, the video quality is pretty good. I just had the screen replaced today here in Bali at a place called iTech Seminyak. It costs like 3 million rupiah to get the screen replaced. I smashed it end of last year, and it's much cheaper than getting it replaced back home in Australia. And yeah, it seems to be working fine for now. We'll soon find out how. They said it's a 7-day warranty, so we'll see how we go. But I'm filming on my phone right now, so I can't show you the apps, but just go to the App Store, download Grab or Gojek, and literally you can just link it up with your credit card to make like payments to like for your motorbike taxi or your driver and so forth. So you don't need to exchange physical cash when you're hiring a motorbike driver or a Grab driver. It costs no more than around 2 or 3 Australian dollars to get around on a motorbike, using the Grab app. It's really cheap. I highly recommend it. And yeah, getting around on a motorbike in Bali is much easier, faster than driving a car because the traffic is horrendous here. So yeah, get the Grab app or the Gojek app. That's Gojek. I use Grab. So yeah, get those downloaded before you arrive in the country. Travel insurance, I always bark on about this because there's no shortage of like people that come out here with no travel insurance and they get injured. They fall off a scooter or something like that, and then they get have to go to hospital and they spend many thousands of dollars in medical bill or tens of thousands of dollars in medical bills that they often can't pay, and so they set up a GoFundMe page, or sort of crowdsourcing page for random strangers to pay for their medical bills. And I just think, fuck mate, just get travel insurance. Like it's I pay $56 or $60 a month. I literally activate it the day before I fly into Phuket or Bali or wherever I'm traveling to. And the travel insurance I use is linked down below, but literally they cover combat sports. So, because I do mainly Muay Thai kickboxing, K1, that kind of stuff, and now a little bit of jiu-jitsu as of the last couple of years, getting into jiu-jitsu, and a little bit of MMA. So the travel insurance company I use, they do cover all of those martial arts, but purely for training only. If you want to get into the cage or the ring and do it professionally, and you get injured, they will not cover you. But if you're just literally just doing a Muay Thai class and training, like just doing a regular Muay Thai class or regular Jiu-Jitsu class, and you get injured, they will cover you. So I've been with these guys for years when I'm traveling over here or Phuket. I have had to make a claim with them when I was in Phuket last year. I had a staph infection, I had to go to hospital several times. I kept all my receipts, I sent everything off to them. They basically refunded all my money except the small deduction of $150 that I had to pay out of pocket. But yeah, the rest of it, they refunded back to me. So I really do believe in them. They've really helped me out when I had to go to hospital, like all those times. It sucked, but I had a staph infection, and yeah, it was a little nasty. Staph infections can go pretty crazy pretty quickly if you don't get onto them as soon as possible. So yeah, you got to get travel insurance. It's a non-negotiable. I think people are crazy if they don't go and get travel insurance. I mean, $100, mate, is like a small price to pay. 100 Aussie dollars is a small price to pay. Sure, like you can come out here and 90% of people have no issues. They come out here and they train, they don't get injured or they have no problems, right? But, the people that do come out here and have issues, they're the ones that are paying many thousands of dollars of medical bills and things like that. And there's actually a dude that I'm not going to mention names, but I know of, I'm not going to mention any names, but he didn't have travel insurance. He had a staph infection in Phuket, and medical bills are over $60,000, and he had to set up a GoFundMe page, and he was in deep shit, but managed to get the money together. But had he had travel insurance, he would have been fine. The guys I use, I think it's like a $2 million or $5 million cover, which is it's a lot of money. I mean, anyway, so next one is get a SIM card at the airport. So, I mean, honestly, super simple. Walk through the airport as you've got your bags, you're leaving the airport. There's like half a dozen different places you can get a SIM card. I paid 300,000 rupiah, which is 30 Australian dollars for 1 month. I think you get 30 gigabytes from memory. But honestly, it's super easy. Like, I have roaming on my phone, so I get my regular stuff from Australia, and I get data and a phone number here in Indonesia. It's just so easy. You can just like, I mean, you can use your Grab app, you can whatever, just off your local SIM card. It's very, very easy. It just costs you like $30 to get. So I highly recommend a SIM card. Next one is daily pass, getting a daily pass at CrossFit Wanderlust, Soma Fight Club, or Bali MMA. I mean, this is really basic kind of stuff, but I mean, a lot of people, they kind of want to throw a lot of money at packages and things like that when they're doing training overseas. I kind of get it. You want a place that has kind of sorted everything out for you: accommodation, training, food, personal trainer 3 times a week, whatever. I always tell people, man, like, don't do that. I say, come out here and then just try a couple of gyms first and just see what gyms kind of resonate with you the most. Every gym has good and bad points. I've trained at many gyms over the years. I can't tell you, like, I've walked in some horrible gyms. I've trained at some amazing gyms, but it might be amazing for me, but may not be amazing for you. So I suggest come out here and then just do daily drop-ins. Like today for me, I went to Soma Fight Club. I paid, for a 1-day pass, and the intention was to try all the classes, but I end up injuring myself. So anyway, I've got travel insurance, but I don't want to make a claim. God, I'm sure this will go away on its own. I'm not concerned about it, to be honest with you. But yeah, look, point in case is do drop-in classes at these different gyms. Try CrossFit Wanderlust, which is not a combat gym. It's a gym obviously based around CrossFit. I do believe that they've just opened up a little fight center, which is a little part of the gym, but I've never tried it, so I can't speak to it. But anyway, point in case, just do drop-in classes at CrossFit Wanderlust, Bali MMA, Soma Fight Club. Try all the classes and then make a decision on which one you want to go with. Next one is bring your own gear. So I mean, this kind of goes without saying, but I mean, things are a lot more expensive out here in my experience. I've got wraps that I bought from Bali MMA, but it was kind of an emergency. Like, I had to buy them because the other ones just broke. But yeah, I usually bring all my gear from home. So my gloves, my MMA gloves, my wraps, beside the ones I bought last time I was here as an emergency. You can bring your own shin guards, and obviously if you're training for, like, if you're doing CrossFit, maybe knee sleeves, maybe liquid chalk, maybe electrolytes, that kind of stuff. You can bring all your electrolytes from home. That goes in the supplement category. But yeah, I would suggest bring your own training gear. Yeah, otherwise, if you're just kind of passing through Bali and you just don't really know if you want to sort of commit to any kind of long-term training ambitions with combat sports, I mean, I understand that gloves can be a little bit expensive, shin guards can be a little bit expensive, especially if you've never tried Muay Thai, you've never tried Jiu-Jitsu or those kinds of sports before. Bali MMA, they do rental gear, so you can rent gloves and you can rent shin guards at Bali MMA. Soma Fight Club, maybe you can, I don't know. Have to jump on their website. I don't know if you can rent gear from there, but yeah, just jump on the website, see if you can rent gloves and that kind of stuff. Yeah, otherwise just bring your own stuff. Next one is laundry. So laundry is super cheap here. Pay like $1 or $2 to get your laundry done, and there's plenty of those places around. You just pick it up the next day. Next one is Pepitos. So they're like local supermarket here, convenience store, that kind of stuff. There's like Circle K, then there's Pepito Supermarket. How do you spell it? Pepito. So that's where I usually go to buy fruit and that kind of stuff to help me recover from training and help get some carbs back into my system again. So I usually go out and get like dragon fruit and bananas and things like that. Next one is get the Wise app. What I suggest you guys do is for like international transfers and international money and that kind of stuff, and like travel cards and things like that. Obviously, I'm not an expert on this stuff, but in my experience, Wise has been fantastic. I usually just transfer a couple $100 into my Wise account like this, and then I just kind of spend. Then I use this card to spend, in the local currency. So you're not paying foreign transaction fees. You're saving a lot of money. So thank me later. And you can get this card in your Google Wallet, and you can just use your phone, tap and go, boom. Easy. So, I carry very, very little cash around with me. If you go to the markets and, smaller stalls and things like that, then yes, they'll accept only cash. But, if you go to Pepito or any of these big chains, to buy things, then you can just tap and go. Easy. Power adapters, I don't know why I mentioned this, but people do ask that have never been overseas before, never been to Bali before, like what's the travel adapter that, what do you use, what plug do you use, what do you use? So, it's two-prong. I literally use something like this, right? So I have like every country covered, and I've got USB charging ports here, very, very simple. And then, but here in Bali, it's two-prong, I think. Sorry, it's my neck. Two-prong, but that one over there is UK. So some of them are international adapters, so that's actually two-prong. Oh, it's UK as well, so I've been using that one over there, and I use this one over there. So I have two of these in case one blows up, the fuse blows or whatever. One of the most important things you can travel with, I think, is an international travel adapter. Anyway, so that's it. Next one is healthy places to eat. So a couple of recommendations. Now, I'm not an expert on this, but a couple of places that I have in mind you should definitely check out if you come here is the CrossFit Wanderlust Cafe. Now, this place is really, really good. They've got awesome food. It's expensive for, I guess, Bali. But it's very, very cheap compared to Melbourne and Australia in general. So I guess it just depends on how you're comparing costs in terms of what country you're comparing it with. But I would say CrossFit Wanderlust is a phenomenal cafe. I go there, I smash the protein pancakes, I have the omelets, they got really good smoothies. It's just a really good place to hang out. You can chill with your mates, especially if you're training at CrossFit Wanderlust. Everyone just goes and chills at that little restaurant there. The food is super healthy, and I do recommend, even if you're not training at CrossFit Wanderlust, you're training at Bali MMA. Wanderlust and Bali MMA are like co-located. You literally just walk down the driveway from Bali MMA and you're right into the cafe at CrossFit Wanderlust. So, and even if you're training at Soma Fight Club, it's literally a 12-minute walk to get to CrossFit Wanderlust cafes. So next one is Passo by Nook. That's Passo by Nook and OK. Benjiri, who's my editor, maybe you can throw it up on screen just to spell it out for the guys. Passo by Nook is really, really good. Go there a few times. They've got like these little rice paddy fields. You're there on your laptop, you're eating like super healthy food, watching the sunset with the rice paddies. It's really, really nice. Next one is Superfood Canggu. Go and check it out. And Motion Cafe. There's heaps of other ones, but I don't want a video just talking about cafes. So there's four recommendations for you. And then, just to wrap it up, guys. So what have I been doing now? I mentioned this kind of in the previous video. If you didn't see that, just go and check out that video. I talk more about Soma Fight Club, give you a little walking tour of that place. Anyway, so look, I haven't been posting videos on this channel for a while, maybe for a month or so. I've been writing a book. I think I mentioned that in the previous video. I've been writing this book for a long time, and I'm trying to get it finished by this month or next month. It's called Push Pull Legs. I'll throw it up on the screen. Go and check it out, get your copy. It's for guys and girls, but I market it to guys. That's my core audience is dudes that really want to build muscle, get shredded, and kind of follow the approach that I use myself to get super lean and build muscle and that kind of stuff. So that book is the book I wish I had when I first started my lifting journey many years ago. As some of you know, I went on to compete. I did a whole lot of competitions back in the day. And I help clients now online through my website to get shredded and build muscle and this kind of stuff. So that's all on my website. If you're interested, just go to brandnewtonfitness.com. But yeah, the book is a book literally that I wish I had when I first started. It's got all the training stuff in there. It's got nutrition, how I calculate things like macros and calories around my training for bulking and cutting, and how I integrate that with push-pull legs, which is a training system I've been using for many, many years. That's helped me get into the best shape of my life. So it's a book I wish I had. If you're interested, go and check it out. It'll be linked down below when it's ready. It's probably going to cost like $3 or $4 or whatever. And then, yeah, the money that I make from that, I'll just roll it back into this YouTube channel, or maybe the next book, who knows. But yeah, so I've been working on a book, and that's why I've been a little bit quiet with this content stuff on the channels. I've got two YouTube, I've got this channel, I've got the second channel, which I'll link it up. That channel's almost got 20K. Go and check it out if you're interested. I'll link it up as well. But yeah, just haven't had a chance to really make content like this. I've just been super focused on writing this book, and yeah, and also the last bit is the TV show stuff, which I mentioned briefly, but I've never been doing anything in TV, like TV shows and things like that. As you guys know, this is YouTube and that's it, very casual, like have a camera. This is sitting on a little tripod with my phone filming, so you know, I keep things simple around here, but I usually use a GoPro, but I sold the GoPro, so I'm just using my Samsung S23 phone with a built-in mic, just to keep it simple, and using a light there, and the one behind me there. Just super simple setup. Yeah, so yeah, I sort of signed up and did like some stuff in like little extra work stuff in NCIS Sydney season 2. So they're filming at the moment season 2, and yeah, I basically like dress up as a cop. Can't really say much more, but just dressing up as a cop, and then like they just tell you what to do. They want you to walk here and do this and do this and do this, and then dress up in a military outfit. So yeah, that was for NCIS. So it's been 3 weeks of kind of that kind of stuff, like the messing around, doing TV stuff, and then the casting agency moved me across to do extra stuff for what's it called, Deadlock TV show, which, by the way, I never heard of this show, but apparently it's only top 10 TV shows in 165 countries. I don't know, that's what Google reckons. So yeah, so like I'm in the background there doing things, dressed up as a cop, and I think driving the cop car. Yeah, a few other bits and pieces. Yeah, nothing crazy. Yeah, it's just a bit of fun. I've never done anything like that before. Just, you know, yeah, I don't know. Can't really say much more than that because I had to sign all these NDAs and things like that. So, but anyway, so I literally 3 or 4 weeks of just, you know, like very long shooting days, like maybe, I don't know, like 12 hours. Most of it's standing around doing nothing, really, to be honest with you. You're dressed up in this costume and this outfit, and you're kind of just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. You know, one day was a couple of days on 19 hours, I think it was 16 hours. It's very, very long days of doing nothing. But you know, there's a little tiny bit of work, but it's like 3%. Anyway, look, it's good fun. It's really good fun being in that world, seeing all the behind the scenes of TV and how they make TV shows and things like that. Because as you guys know, YouTube is very different. You know, YouTube is easy. Like I just have a little camera like this, a little tripod, but behind the scenes, you got these big cameras whizzing around, and everyone like with headsets and microphones and walkie-talkies and that kind of stuff. So yeah, three weeks doing that, messing around, doing that kind of stuff. So I guess when the TV shows have already been released, which will probably be next year, I can talk more about it, or maybe show you some stuff, I don't know, post some stuff, I don't know. But I really only took maybe 2 or 3 photos of my outfit, yeah, because, you know, you just can't do much else with the rest of the, yeah, there's no point taking photos of anything else, really. Anyway, so Fitness Street. So the last one is, you guys probably come from Fitness Street. Most of you come from Fitness Street, the series. It's what a paradise that place is. I have no plans to go back there this year, maybe next year. But I mean, if you guys are watching from Fitness Street, you should definitely come over to Bali and train. Because I get it, the whole visa thing, and you know, you need to kind of like do the whole visa run thing, which I've made videos on this channel before. But coming over to Bali and training is a great way of, you know, doing a visa run, because you can come out here for maybe a week, make a trip out of it, come train for a week at Bali MMA or Soma Fight Club, and then, you know, you'll keep your fitness up and then shoot back into Phuket, get another 30 days or so on your passport. So Yeah, so Fitness Street, in case you guys are not familiar, for the guys that are new to this channel and whatever, for the last 8 or 9 years I've been creating videos around a place called Fitness Street, a term that I coined many years ago, and essentially one long street that encapsulates some of the best training facilities in the world, that is geared to all fitness levels, people just starting fitness journey, right through to people that are in the UFC and various other promotions and things like that. So it's a phenomenal little paradise where it's one street and it's got everything you ever need, like protein shake bars and, you know, healthy eating restaurants and gyms, and yeah, just a really cool community. There's a Fitness Street Facebook group. I'll link it up down below if you've never heard of Fitness Street and you're thinking maybe you'll go to Phuket instead of Bali. There is no Fitness Street equivalent here in Bali. People ask me that too. It doesn't exist yet. I'm working on it, but probably take another 10 years to get something like that going too. But yeah, it's funny because Fitness Street, there was nobody else making videos out there on Fitness Street, you know, back in the day, and I decided to turn the camera on and coin this play. Actually, the original videos are called the Soy Vlog. That were the original videos. A little bit of backstory here. I don't really share this very often, but yeah. So the original videos are called the Soy Vlog, and because the name of the street's got Soy Thai name, and so I call it the Soy Vlog. And yeah, I ran that for maybe 12, 15, 20 videos, and then I decided one day, I sat down and I said, well, maybe I can just call it a street that represents everything to do with fitness. And I was like, oh, hold on, just call it Fitness Street. I was like, oh shit, that's cool, that kind of sounds good. And then I kind of ran with that, and nobody was making videos on that at the time, you know. It was just me with my camera talking about Fitness Street. And then I ran no ads because there was nobody searching for Fitness Street back then. And then, yeah, years later, hundreds and hundreds of videos later, now we've got tens of thousands of people traveling out to Fitness Street every year training. And yeah, so if you've never been to Fitness Street, go and check it out. Go to Google, go to YouTube, type it in, go join the Fitness Street Facebook group. Guys, I'm going to go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace.